All right, welcome to today's video. My name is JC. Welcome back to the channel. Hopefully, if you're watching this video, you are having the most blessed day ever. The good man upstairs gave us another opportunity to wake up today, so we are going to make the most of it today, and we are going to put our best foot forward to have the best day we can possibly have since he gave us another opportunity. Anyways, with that being said, my name is JC, and today's video is a little humbling, to be honest with you. If you are a subscriber to the channel, or if you're watching me for the very first time, hopefully you can go back into the library there and check out one of the videos that I put out, one of the very first videos that I put out, really on why I decided to open up this YouTube channel. Finally, we've been talking about it with my producer, Rich, behind the camera for probably too long, I would say, probably probably more like 4 to 5 years, to be honest with you. So, opening up this channel was really 4 or 5 years in the making. But anyways, if you go back to watching that video on kind of my why and why I finally decided that it was important for me to put out this YouTube channel, one of the key elements, or one of the important whys on why I wanted to put this YouTube channel together and start launching some of these videos that I've been doing now, really was as a way for me to have a direct communication with people in my, I guess, influence of circle that I love very, very much, that are very important to me. Specifically, if I want to be very specific, I felt, just because I understand, because we run a digital advertising agency amongst the other companies that I have, because we've done YouTube stuff, because we've done meta ads, because we've been in the digital world for such a very long time, I also understand where the attention is going. I understand that for these young people, they are ultimately stuck on their devices, probably a bit too much, but one of the most important verticals, and one of the verticals that they listen to the most, I knew, was not only all of the social media profiles that are out there, but also obviously YouTube. YouTube is now the #1 platform for consuming content, more so than any other cable provider or TV network provider in the country. YouTube now gets viewed more than any of those pretty much across the board. So it's really taken over kind of that aspect of it, right? So my thought process was, this would be a way, to be honest with you, for me to be able to talk to my 14-year-old son, right? He's my 13-year-old son, sorry. He is the last one in kind of the line of kids. I have 4 kids total. All 3 of the other ones are already grown and out of the house, and they're amazing. And 2 of them are parents and married, and they're great and gave me some great grandkids. But really, this was a way for me to be able to have, in a funny way, direct access to my 13-year-old above and beyond what I already get to do with him. And I spend a lot of time with him, and I talk to him a lot, and I read him a lot of books, and we listen to a lot of things together, and we go to church on Sundays together and all that goody stuff. But this was a way for me to have direct access to him, even when I'm not in front of him, not only today, tomorrow, but really forever, right? To put out enough content to where I feel like he always has something to revert back to. And every time that he's going through something in his life, hopefully I've done some sort of video that offers my perspective and my experience, things that I've gone through that he can always go back to, kind of, let's call it like a legacy library, right? Of him to be able to go back to a bunch of videos and really listen to his dad kind of talk through some of these life experiences, where he can take from some of that just as a reminder. Again, not that I'm not already talking to him, but just as a reminder for him to go back to these videos and say, hey, I remember my dad used to talk to me about that, but it's good to have these videos of my dad talking that really reminds me of the things that I need to keep in mind, and the things to watch out for, and kind of some of the lessons that he tried to teach me at 13 years old that I thought, obviously, I knew it all, and maybe I felt like, here he goes again. But again, always good to go back and revert back. So that was the thought process. And then obviously my grandkids, right? I know, and I'm very humbled to say this, but I know that I'm not going to be around forever, right? We are all on borrowed time. That's one of the things that makes me appreciate life so much. That's why I wake up every day. And just the fact that I get to wake up, as far as I'm concerned, is already a win for me. Like, I've already won the day, regardless of what's happening. If I get to wake up in the morning and I get to do it again, and I get to go out and try to do everything in my power to do what I need to do that day for myself, my family, my Lord and Savior and all of those goody things. I am already winning is my attitude. So the fact that I get to wake up every day is already a good thing. But my grandkids was kind of the other selfish reason why I decided to open up the YouTube channel and start putting out this content, because I know I'm not going to be here forever, right? There's going to be a moment in time that I'll get to see my grandkids now probably grow up, just because I had my kids at such a young age. I'm going to be 50 this year in April, actually. So yay to me. But I'm going to be able to probably see them grow to some degree. I probably will not be around possibly very long, maybe for their kids. So my great grandkids, I won't have a big recollection of me, right? They won't have a lot of the experiences that my grandkids have with me. And really, this was kind of my way of making sure that I leave a legacy, not of money, not of things, not of houses and cars, but it was a way for me to leave a legacy of really experience and knowledge that they can then carry. And I thought that, hey, since they're on YouTube anyways, and they're always ranting and raving about these YouTube people, maybe if I put this content out on YouTube, maybe they will automatically accept the information a little bit differently, knowing that, hey, it's not only my papa, but it's obviously he's on YouTube, and I can't believe that he's on YouTube, and I'm so excited to see him on YouTube. So that was really the selfish reasons. Now, why is this video important? Because something happened that I have to share with you. That's why. And I am so excited. Truth be told, I probably would have done this video like a few weeks ago, but obviously, the holidays got into it. And it wasn't really the holidays, more so than really it was probably one of my proudest moments. And I've had significant proud moments in my life, getting married, having my first child, having every one of my kids, when my grandkids were born, crossing the $1 million mark in business, long ago. So I've had a lot of proud moments in my life, but this was up there. I mean, I can't tell you. I was talking to my producer, Rich, behind the camera, and I said, hey, I won't get emotional. I waited to do this video because if I didn't, I would have gotten emotional. And God forbid, we probably don't need crying on these videos right now. But the reality is that something happened, and I want to share what happened. So let me preface what I'm going to say with something that I, again, wanted to say anyways. And I'm super humbled, very humbled, and appreciative of what I'm going to tell you now. When we started this back in, let's say, call it August or September of 2025, even getting to 100 subscribers seemed like a milestone that was going to take forever, to be honest with you. Me and my producer, Rich, talked about multiple times, like, how long do you think it's going to take us? And we literally had conversations, I kid you not, about we're prepared to go 2 years and not get to 100 subscribers. We talked about that. Like, are you willing to do that? And I said, yes, because I'm not doing it for that. I appreciate it, but I'm not doing it for that. You already know what my why is, Rich. So I don't have a problem playing long-term game. I have no problem with that. He's like, all right, then it is what it is. But we literally had conversations about the fact that we felt like it could take us 2 or 3 years to get to even 100 subscribers. Well, I am happy to report that as of this morning today, as we are filming this video, we are sitting at 94 subscribers, give or take, in about 3.5 to 4 months max, since we really have been starting to put out videos. I want to start and preface what I'm going to tell you about what happened that was super awesome by first thanking every single one of all 94 subscribers. I cannot tell you how eternally grateful I am for you subscribing to the channel. I can't begin to tell you really how humbled I am at the fact that you felt it good enough, or the information that I have been putting out on these videos was good enough for you to even hit the subscribe bell button. So I am not only appreciative, I am humbled, and I want you to know that I don't carry that lightly. I feel a responsibility to all 94 subscribers right now. And I know I'm talking like it's 1,000, but I'm gonna be honest, it might as well be 10,000, because that's how I feel about all 94 of you. I feel deeply appreciative, and I want you to know that I hold you in the highest regard. And I now feel like I have a responsibility to all 94 subscribers to continue to turn on that camera and continue to put out these videos, and to continue to give you life experiences that hopefully one of those experiences or one of the stories that I give you is something that maybe you need to hear for the day. And maybe it's the one thing that you need to not only maybe for some of you, maybe it's what you need to hear to go another day or another day. Maybe for some of you, you guys are young business owners, and maybe what I said makes you keep going and not quit on your dreams and your ideas and your businesses that you're trying to get off the ground. Maybe for some of you, you hear something about me talking about my son, and it's something that you're like, man, you know what? I really need to talk to my kids or my grandkids or have these experiences. So whatever that may be for you, I want you to understand I am deeply grateful and appreciative, and I want to thank each and every one of you guys for subscribing to the channel. And I want you to know there's some amazing things coming up. We're going to be doing a lot of things on the channel. We're going to be giving away a lot of things, or we're going to be giving away free business information. We're going to be giving away anything that we can do to help you grow or do what it is that you want to do in your life. Anything that we can do to help that, we are going to be doing a lot of that. So again, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We really do appreciate it, and I want to thank you for subscribing to the channel. Now, with that being said, what happened over the holiday break that is, God, one of the most amazing things that has ever happened to me, and this made me smile from ear to ear, and it literally made my entire holiday. And I am hoping that what I'm going to say and the person that I'm going to be talking about ends up watching this video. And if you do, I want you to know I love you. You're one of the best things that ever happened to me, and you are one of the reasons that I decided to turn on this camera, and don't ever forget how much Papa loves you. But anyways, with that being said, right before the holidays, right before Christmas and New Year, my granddaughter calls me. So if you guys don't know, I have 3 grandkids. One of them is my granddaughter, my very first grandchild, and she is 8 years old, and she is an absolutely amazing person and human being, and I love her to pieces. Now, so she calls me before the holiday season, and she says, hey, Papa, why didn't you tell me? And I said, what are you talking about, baby? She's like, you're famous? And I said, huh? I'm like, what are you talking about? She's like, oh my God. Yes, she said it just like that, by the way. Oh my God, you are famous. I can't wait. I'm going to tell all my friends that you are famous. I can't believe you didn't tell me. And at this point, I'm still baffled. I'm like, baby, I have no idea what you're talking about. What are you talking about? She's like, I turned on my TV, Papa, and I was watching TV this morning, and I went to YouTube, and I was watching some YouTube stuff, and you came on my TV. That's literally the way she said it. She was so excited. You came on my TV. And I'm like, oh, okay. She's like, why didn't you tell me you were a YouTube star? Well, first of all, I don't think I'm a YouTube star. I'm just a guy, and I'm just trying to put out some good content for you guys. But it proves my point. My point is, in a selfish way, I'll say it, this was my biggest why. My biggest why was being able to talk to my kids and my grandkids where they are. Yes, I talk to my granddaughter all the time. Yes, I go over all the time. Yes, she's with me all the time. Yes, she's with me and my wife all the time. Yes, we take her everywhere. Yes, all of that, all the normal grandparent stuff, we do all of that. But I want you to understand how powerful these channels have become. And I know there is a difference when they see you on that YouTube, platform on TV. It does. It's unfortunate, but it does. It is very true. It resonates different. So anyway, so she says, oh my God, you're famous. And then she says, you know what? I already called my mommy, and I let my mommy know, and she already said, and I said, hey, can I subscribe to my Papa's channel, and can I go ahead and make sure that I watch all these videos? And then obviously my daughter's like, yeah, of course, it's your Papa. You can listen to your Papa all you want. And that's part of the reason that he made the channel. And then my granddaughter says, he made it for me? She's like, yeah, your Papa talked to me before he made the channel, and he said that part of the reason he was making a channel is because he wanted to make sure that he was talking to you guys all the time, even after he's not here. And then my granddaughter was the moment is surreal. Like, I can't really even explain the feeling that I had when she called me and how excited she was that she was watching me on her TV. So without me being there, without me calling her, without me showing up or picking her up, right? Which again, all that happens anyway. I was able to reach through her TV, and I was able to talk to her even without me knowing about it. And she was excited about it, and she loved it, and she subscribed to my channel, and she's like, oh my God, I'm gonna watch all your videos. And she has. She came over for Christmas, because we have our Christmas on Christmas Day, and she literally started to tell me about every video that I've put out, and she started talking to me about particular videos, and she started talking to me about all these things that I've talked about. And She got some of her friends to subscribe. Like it was quite literally one of the most amazing gifts that God could have given me for the holidays. Like I cannot name a better gift that I could have possibly earned or even imagine the big man upstairs giving me that blessing of that gift. I can't even put that into words. So anyways, I wanted to put this video out so that you understand we're going full steam ahead with this thing. But I wanted to share that because one of the things that we've done so far up until now is every video that we have put out, any of the videos that you've ever watched from me, whether it's a short or whether it's a video, every one of these videos has been completely unscripted and has been and continue to be, not only today, but it's going to continue to be in the future, is everything contextually has to do with things that are happening, experiences that I've either had, things that I've experienced personally, or things that are happening currently at the moment that I feel that are worthy of me sharing. And that is the thing that happened to me exactly like that. And again, I thought it was a perfect segue for me to do really two things. Number one, for me to tell my granddaughter, Papa loves you. You are one of the biggest blessings that God could have ever given me. And I cannot tell you how good you made your Papa feel at the fact that you subscribe to my channel. So that's number one. And number two, I felt it was a perfect segue for me to say, hey, we're at 94 subscribers. I'm super excited. We're 6 subscribers away from 100. And I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but I'm going to we're going to add one small little post edit to this off the cusp video. And I'm going to tell you, I know that mentally that doesn't sound like a lot, right? When I say 100 subscribers, it sounds like, 100, right? 100's not 1,000. Like, what's really 100? I know we're probably obviously on the small side. We're going to put up and we're going to post edit up here somewhere in my head, either to right or to my left, but it's going to be somewhere up here. We're going to post edit a room of what 100 people looks like so that you can contextually understand the power of what we're trying to do here and just overall media nowadays, and the fact that we can turn on the camera and do this thing. So up here, somewhere in here, that is what 100 people looks like in a room. And if you mean to tell me that if at any point in time I got an opportunity to go talk to a room full of 100 people, this is what it looks like, I would be beyond excited. So I want you to understand that I don't care if it's not 100 physical people in a room, the fact that it's even 94, and the fact that every one of you subscribed, I thought it would be a perfect segue again to thank you for subscribing to the channel and to tell you that I am, again, deeply humbled and thankful for the fact that I have put out good enough content for you to see that, for you to say, hey, I'm going to subscribe to this channel. But anyways, that is the message for today. Understand why you do what you do. Truthfully, why you do what you do, right? Not surface level. Like, go deep, man. Like, go deep. Like, really understand why you actually do what you do. And as long as you are strong with that why, as long as you are connected to that why and you understand very clearly why you are doing what you are doing to become a better person or open up a business or buy a business or whatever it is you're trying to do, as long as you understand what that why is, truthfully understand, everything else that happens to you within that process is just it's just part of the process. So anyways, wanted to share that exciting story with you. It was an amazing holidays. Hopefully you guys had a wonderful holiday season, an amazing Christmas. And again, just like every other video, I want to preface by saying, remember, God is your guide. He is not your ride, right? Be willing to do the things that you need to do in order for you to become the best version of yourself, not only today, tomorrow, but forever and for the rest of your life. With that being said, I really appreciate you guys. Peace.